Party people, unless you click that Amazon link in the description, you don't have a chance in hell. What's going on, party people, man? In a place to be. What's going on? It's me, little dudes. When I heard about this thing, man, I just had to get the cameras rolling. When I heard about this thing, man, I was driving out my Harley down PCH, dude, with Brother Brood Eye hanging on to the back, suckling on the back of the Hulkster and the Hulkamaniacs, the way he has his entire career, man, and made him into something, dude. I was listening to the Wrestle Boot Rockin' Band on the radio, brother, and I heard something about this mattress store, dude, this commercial, dude, and 9/11. And I gotta tell you, brother, I know all the Hulkamaniacs all over the world heard about it, dude. Because they were tweeting me, they were Facebooking me, they were Snapchatting me, they were saying, hey, Surrealster, brother, I felt a sudden pain in my chest, man. I felt like something was missing, man. It's like something was ripping apart like your shirts, dude. And wouldn't you know it, it was the heart and the soul of America, man. It was the heart and the soul of the greatest country in the world, dude. As this mattress company, they were making a mockery, man, of Patriot Day, of 9/11, dude. And it came crashing down and it hurt inside. I had to take a stand. It didn't help to hide, brother. And I'm not hiding from you, man. I'm not hiding from the party people. We're gonna cover this right here, right now, dude. So here it goes. Mattress Company airs offensive Patriot Day 9/11 commercial, man. And it starts right now.
What better way to remember 9/11 than with the Twin Tower sale? Right now you can get any size mattress for a twin price. Full mattress? Twin price.
Stop! Oh! You thought that intro was tasteless. Oh! 8 seconds in, ooh, to a 20-second thing. Oh my! Oh my! Oh, we're gonna come back to that. Boom.
Mattress, twin price. King mattress, twin price. Store-wide sale all day long. Oh my god! We'll never forget.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. Hold on, I need something to hold on to. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was something that you would have thought got shot without the owner's permission, without the manager's permission, that like the salespeople put together, right? Shot and was like, we have a great idea. And at some point, the manager and or the general manager and or the owner, somebody in charge would have nixed that idea. Or the station that played that commercial probably would have said no. But they did not. But they did not. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. That was tasteless. I don't give a fuck what you thought about my intro. That was tasteless. Hey, listen. Here's the thing, though. I called it. I called this shit in 2001. I called it. I knew. You know why I called this shit? Because there are Martin Luther King Day sales. That's why I called this shit. Yes, Martin Luther King Day. Tasteless. Tasteless. You know, they don't do it this tastelessly. They say it's a Martin Luther King Day sale. I knew that something like this was going to happen. I knew it. And I really knew it a couple years ago when they started calling 9/11 Patriots Day. Guess what? That's marketing friendly. That's advertiser friendly. Guess what? I called it. I called that there will be a fucking Patriots Day mattress sale and 9/11 mattress. I called it. I called this. I'm surprised we still don't have 9/11 off. I called this shit. I called this shit. I called this shit. I called this shit. I told you so. 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 I told you. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You know what that reminds me of, though? When I was working as David Troy, before Mega Manager, but still as David Troy, I got a bit of a stable, but not a faction, like a bit of a stable. At one point, I was managing Kyle Webb. They teased me getting with Mikey, but that faded out within like a week. I was semi-managing Rising Sun, rest in peace. Because he was semi-wrestling, I think like he did a couple tags, and like a couple of the tags was with Kyle. And over that summer, Arya Daivari, who's in the Cruiserweight Classic, came down, and they put me with him. And I brought out his prayer rug, and I put that down and everything. And there was a show that we did in San Diego at Comic-Con near a base, or I think it was like in an armory, and I was this close. I thought about doing it, but I called it off. And I told boys in the locker room about the promo afterwards, and they're like, you should have done it. In hindsight, I probably should have. But at that point, I was in hot water with the management. They didn't like my promo style. They thought it was too long, even though it was in regulation promo time. They didn't get my promos, even though the audience did. Probably because I wasn't doing whatever shucking and jiving and shit. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, there was a promo I was going to do where, because of his gimmick of being Middle Eastern and being persecuted and all that stuff, just like his brother, I was going to do I was going to say something along the lines of, you build up these sports athletes, you have these idols, you have these guys who you put on these pedestals, you build them up as if they towered over everybody. And then a man like Arya Daivari comes in, flies in, and crashes those towers to the ground, and all of a sudden you have a problem. That was the gist of the promo I was going to cut. I thought better of that then, in pro wrestling, when I probably could have gotten away with that. And in hindsight, the way it was worked out, it probably would have gotten a shit ton of heat and probably would have still been okay, because I kind of subverted what I was talking about. They didn't subvert their shit at all. Their shit was all blatant and all out in the fucking open. And boy, oh boy, oh, talk about tasteless. You fucking talk about tasteless. Holy shit. Oh, that was so bad. That was bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not the big guy who's like, I'm certainly not a Yankee Doodle Dandy. You saw my fucking Kaepernick shit, where I'm like people who get all wrapped up in the flag and shit, and like it's a fucking symbol or whatever. People actually died though in this event, and it's not, and it's still a bit too early to talk about stuff like that in that way. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there are still people around who remember Martin Luther King, but it took decades before we really started seeing the Martin Luther King Day sales. And Martin Luther King Day came about in, 85, I believe? 84, 85? And it took decades before we actually saw Martin Luther King Day sales in mattresses. Or a decade and a half. It took a couple decades before we actually started. Like, we still didn't see it in like the 2000s. So it took a couple decades. This is 15 years removed now. And people, the way I've seen people do it is they've extended their Labor Day sales into the next weekend. Like they'll extend their Labor Day sales into the next weekend and still have the flags waving. It's still the Labor Day sale around 9/11. Somebody had to pop that cherry. Somebody had to be the first. Somebody had to be the fucking first. And there they go. This one. Does it say where this is? Miracle Mattress is closing its doors, apparently. That was... oh, that makes a little bit more sense. If they were near the point of closing their doors, they had to cut. They were desperate at that point. That makes a little bit more sense. Party people, put the Fuji cane away. I need you to tell me what you think about this, that, or the other. Whoo boy, whoo boy. Tell me what you think about this. I told you, Two Drink Minimum does not stray from the controversial issues. I need you to tell me what you think about this, that, or the other down there in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Hit those links in the description. Help keep the lights on at the party and the drinks flowing at the party. This un-American ass, fucking traitor ass, Benedict Arnold ass party. Tell me what you think about all that stuff. Help keep the lights and stuff flowing at the party and party people that. And just from a creative standpoint and a technical standpoint, that commercial was shit. Let's talk about that. That commercial was shit. That, keeping the lights on at the party, unlike pretty much most aspects of this fucking commercial, I hope this was not the first and only take they did. I hope they did like at least 5 others before this. Like, if that was the best one they had, oh my, I hope they did a lot more than that. Help keep the lights on at the party and all that stuff ain't unlike this fucking commercial for a myriad of reasons, not the least of which how un-American it is and all the other. I don't even necessarily give a crap about that stuff. Like, that's just, yeah. I, of all people, to be able to say, have me saying too soon, have me, of all people, saying too soon, like, for the general populace, I found it funny. For the general populace, though, that was probably too soon. Unlike this commercial, keeping the lights on at the party and supporting the channel, I keep trying to close this shit out and give them more shit to say because it's so atrocious. It was so bad. It was so bad. And she held her arms out and they tell her, and she said never, and we said we'll never forget at the end. You probably could have maybe gotten away with the rest of it with a lot of people. Whatever people were still sold on this commercial. Whatever people were still sold on this fucking commercial. Up until the point when she... up until the point where she says we'll never forget. Oh my God. Up until the point where she says we'll never forget. Oh my God. There were still people. I know there was still at least one person who's still not ready to condemn this mattress store or this commercial. Up until the point, she lost a lot of people when she held her arms out and the towers or pillows or whatever fell. But I guarantee you there was still at least one person that was hanging on by a thread up until the point where she said we'll never forget. When she said we'll never forget, that's when she lost everybody. Up until the point. That probably killed the whole. If it wasn't dead already. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, I can't. I just fucking can't.
Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch.